Shockwave this, shockwave that. All I ever hear is how great Shockwave is. Welcome friends, I'm Will Whitfield and this is the Transformers Siege Starscream unboxing. I won't be doing that voice the whole way through because you probably won't like it and I will be out of voice in about 5 minutes. Of course we're going to be doing an unboxing of the War for Cybertron Voyager class Starscream. And if everything goes right, at the end we'll have a little bit of stop motion, so stay tuned for that. We're going to be going over the packaging, robot mode, transforming him on screen for the first time, and then reviewing his vehicle mode. So let's go ahead and get started. Of course, this is a Voyager class with the new Siege packaging. It is, I think, quadruple lingual. This is WFC S24 for reference. Got 4 languages. Don't know what all 4 of them are on top of my head. And one of them Spanish, one of them's French. On the back, we see it explains that we have 22 steps to go from robot to Cybertronian tri-fighter or tri-jet, and mentioning the features of the Battle Master weapons and special effects such as the blue fire blast right there and the red fire blast right there. Got a nice little setup right there of a lot of the figures battling over Cybertron with the arc taking off, and a art display of Starscream. So I'm gonna get a pair of tools and we'll go ahead and get this box open. Nothing much to getting him open, just need to tear a little bit of tape. Of course, you know, always use caution when using sharp objects. Never run with scissors. Just going to cut this. And I gotta cut one more at the top. Or you know, some people just rip. See, I almost cut myself right there. So always be careful. And now here's this plastic carton. And he's bound together using, looks like the plastic tie binds. We were using a lot of the paper ones for a while, but I guess they've gone back for this particular figure, or maybe this particular line. So he's bound at the hands. So definitely going towards the evergreen aesthetic as with all the Siege figures. A pre-Earth mode. Trying to figure out what's keeping him bound. Other than his incompetence at times. I think it's his backpack. So, and his feet. He's bound at the ankles. And here we go. We got a pretty articulated figure, complete with null ray cannons that come off. Let's see, his arms actually extend out a little bit more from the packaging right out of the box, so his arms can definitely bend all the way. Shoulders are, you know, get pretty good rotation. He can sit at 90 degrees. I always check for that on figures. Can he actually sit down if he were to have a chair? Although with his wings at the back, don't know how easy that would be. could probably do a split or whatnot if he was, you know, athletic or acrobatic. The wings definitely can go many directions. The jet booster in the back, I don't think that can go anywhere while he's in robot mode. Feet definitely reminiscent of the try to move the classic out of the way of the Masterpiece Starscream with the split legs or split feet like that. The overall aesthetic really favors the Masterpiece Starscream, and from what I can tell, other than these chest pieces don't open up like other figures do. But no smirk on this figure. He's kind of frowning. It's hard to see here. Here that Thundercracker and Skywarp actually have a smirk, which actually, you know, be more of Starscream's attitude than theirs. Unless, you know, Skywarp was playing a joke on somebody. We have waist articulation. The head can move up a little bit, you know, rotate all around. So definitely a well articulated figure. No problem standing. I have him leaning forward because I just haven't taken the time to. Well, he can stand up pretty well, not too top heavy or anything like that. Here he is next to the Deluxe or Henke. I think I got the Takara version of Starscream along with his brothers, and I have some third-party null-ray cannons on him. So he's pretty much a Voyager class, especially with Megatron in the background. Scales pretty well with him, so he's shorter, just slightly shorter than Megatron, which is good scaling if you ask me. And like I said, in a lot of ways he favors the Masterpiece Starscream more so than the Deluxe Classics Starscream. Like all Siege figures, he has the battle damage paint applications, which, you know, may bother some people. Some people like it, some people do not like it. To each their own. He has it definitely on his legs. Kind of remind me of the Battle of Autobot City where he blasted his own foot to get free. And on the wings, and not so much the back of the legs. On chest, and he's kept his face pretty much free of damage, so we see what's important to Starscream. His vanity. He can't necessarily like have an overhand, like maybe he can have an overhand shot with his null ray cannon, only at certain angles. Well, if you really try, you can bring that forward like that. So don't think we're going to spend more time on robot mode. Let's go ahead and go to that Cybertronian mode. So let me get the instructions. Instructions. This feels pretty light compared to some previous figures I've gotten. Here we go, all 22 steps to go from robot to vehicle. On the back it just explains more about the Micro Masters and Battle Masters. It looks like Starscream on the back. Sometimes they show you another figure instead of the figure that you actually bought. It shows his his power, his stats, strength, accuracy, and I guess fire blast. Not sure what that last stat was for. Let's go ahead and get started. Step 1, remove null rays. Step 1 complete. Step 2, flip out something here. So flip out something on the arms. There we go. Flip out arms like that, and then flip them up. Flip them up like that, and I think they'll come back in. Then flip the hands in. And then close the forearms back again. And then you want to kind of, I guess, push the arms into the sides, make sure they're flush with the sides. And now we're going to make sure the wings come all the way down and then back. And then this is a little confusing, so let me take a closer look right quick. Let's see, something's supposed to come down. Figure it out here in a moment. Be right back. Alright, so that was step 8 of 22. That was a little confusing. It's taking these back parts right here and swinging them down. It shows them in a new position, not necessarily the old one, so it's not very clear, and it doesn't really tell you that you have to really pull them back in order to get them out of these pegs right here. So you take those out and swing those down to form the nose cone. I think the rest of this should be a lot simpler. So now something flips up out of his back, or back of his neck. And tabs into the back of his head. I do believe, yep, just tabs back into the back of his head. And now, turn the figure this way. And we're going to move the whole, looks like the whole, that almost looked like Soundwave for a second. Looking at step 10. Looks like this whole top, actually this whole top actually moves up. There we go. 90 degrees. Move again 90 degrees. Rotate the legs 180. Now the feet, I think everything just kind of points down. And now rotate it 90 degrees again. And move the legs basically up like this. I think that's it. And yeah, make sure that when you do that, there's these tabs right here, and this tab right here goes into the tab right here. I got it on one and not the other, so let me do that again. Now back 180 again. We're bringing this forward, I believe. Good enough. Bringing the arms out. I think we're going to bring the arms out and then tab. There's two holes right here, and they go into the sides right here. one way or another. I think I skipped ahead a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, they tab in like that to the sides. And you see things will move under pressure, which I guess is a good thing. Make sure you got it rotated the right way and then push it in. So the arms kind of tab into the legs. And this is, you know, awkward for Starscream right now. So that puts us up to like step 18 almost. Take the null ray cannons, put them in the sides of the arms. Like that. Then bring the wings down. Bring the wings down. They tab. This part right here tabs into the top of the arms. I don't think I got enough clearance. I don't think I brought mine down far enough. I'm not going to get this perfect the first time. It's going to take me a few times, but you'll get the general idea. Those are supposed to tab in. And let's see. Oh, yep. That was already in. I told you to move this into place, but it looked like it already was in. I guess in robot mode, this is actually supposed to go to the back. I remember me mentioning that earlier. That on the back pad, does the rocket point backward? You can move it backward. Just in the packaging, it is not how it's supposed to be in robot mode. So that goes into place, and then this goes on top of that to hide his head. That's an awkward thing for his chest. Don't really show that in the advertising. And that's pretty much it. So that's his back. Wow, okay, that's an interesting take on it. So this is his like tri-fighter mode and whatnot. Not perfectly pounded in on my first try, but you get the general idea. When you look at the original cartoon, the tri-fighter, the Cybertronian mode actually came up to a point here as well, but it doesn't here, probably for safety reasons, and I'm not trying to copy the cartoon perfectly, so this is fine. It's, you know, different take than having an F-18 Eagle every single time. The only thing some people say, well, it's not much of a, it's not really a shell former, so you get points for not being a shell former. And I think we did pretty good here. So I think Hasbro Takara did pretty good with this mold. We'll look forward to seeing more of the Seekers. I think Thundercracker is next followed by Skywarp, and many people are hoping for the Coneheads. I'm not sure how they're going to do a Conehead design with this. I'm sure they can make it work.
Cut! Megatron! You've been in your trailer all day and you come out here and... You're not even trying, are you?
The check better clear, flesh creature. Megatron has fallen. Fellow Decepticons, feast your eyes on your new ruler, Starscream. No, I am. Stop doing that. I am the most respected air commander in the history of the Decepticon army. Do you see this crown? I have the most experience and leadership ability. You mean this crown? You wouldn't you? No! Better play fetch before it reaches the moon. You'll pay for that! Who did that? It was him! No, mighty Megatron, don't!